Very quickly in the kitchen industry, ceramic knives have been taking over a large market share of knives. So this is because of its special properties which have come from our advancements in science and technology. So in this video we will discuss why this is the case with different scientific standpoints. Ceramic knives are made of the compound zirconium oxide, whereas stainless steel knives consist of carbon, chromium, and iron. On the Mohs scale of measuring hardness, stainless steel is around 5.5 Mohs, ceramic is 8.2, and diamond is 10. It can be seen that ceramic is a lot harder than stainless steel. It is a property which allows ceramic knives to maintain its sharp edge much longer than stainless steel knives do, without being sharpened. However, while ceramics are hard, they are very brittle, so they can be easily chipped by cutting other hard materials or bending of the blade. Although stainless steel is very resistant to corrosion, it can still corrode if handled badly. Ceramic knives, on the other hand, are stabilized and unreactive. This property prevents it from rusting. Because metals are reactive, metal ions can be transmitted during the cutting process. It leaves a very metallic taste in our mouths. So Professor Zoe Loughlin of University College London has pointed out that this is called the reduction potential of metals, or the ease which they oxidize. Different metals have different reduction potentials, which alter the taste of food differently. Since ceramics do not have reduction potentials, it can prevent the altering of flavors in our mouths.
Now, moving on to the environmental aspects of the two knives. First, let's talk about stainless steel. Stainless steel products or knives are theoretically 100% recyclable. Its main alloy elements consist of chromium, nickel, and molybdenum, which are all highly valuable and can be easily recovered and separated from other products. Hence, it can be recycled and reused with ease. On the other hand, the ceramic knife consists of zirconium dioxide, which in pure forms undergoes many phase changes from room temperature to practical high sintering temperatures. That is why it's much tougher and harder than stainless steel knives, which ultimately making it harder to recycle. However, the process of creating this material has completely no negative environmental impact.
Okay, the physics. The ceramic knives are generally lighter than stainless steel knives because of its low density. It is also, as you can see here, thinner. And also it is sharper, and to prove that we are going to do the tomato test. Right, so in terms of the apparatus, we have a stainless steel knife and a ceramic knife. Yes, and finally, a tomato. Now, what we are going to do is, firstly, cut the tomato in half, so that we could keep the ripeness of this tomato constant in terms of the experiment. Now it's in half, yeah. Okay. Now, we're going to cut each half with the different knives. As you can see with the ceramic knife, it cuts through quite quickly, easily, and it gives a really clean cut. Hope you can see this. Anyways, as for the stainless steel knife, you have to give it a bit, yeah, that, to cut it in half. Right. The reason for this is that ceramics are nearly as hard as diamond due to its strong chemical bondings between its particles. In other words, it has a perfect match of electrons between each atom. Now, this perfect match of electrons means that there will be no electrons to transfer current through the material, thus making it electrically insulating. And also, since the bonds are so strong, it's gonna need more energy to break it, and making its specific heat capacity also really quite high, and in other words, heat insulating as well. However, ceramics are actually quite brittle, especially their knives when they're thin. It is, due to its strong bondings, it has a low flexibility between the particles, and therefore you can't really bend it like that as compared to stainless steel knives. Yeah, right. Anyone got a band-aid?
So here I'm gonna talk about the biological usage of knife. Well, as we all know, how poor cleaning practices can affect the bacterial contamination left on the knives after they were used, and such as unwashed knives, bacteria can get into our food and make us sick really easily. And also, for example, when food preparers they don't wash their hands or using the knives to cut multiple items all at the same time, this can transfer potentially harmful bacteria from one contaminated food to many other clean ones. And not only this, many people they fail to thoroughly wash a knife that were used in preparing raw chicken and then reusing it to cut the salad vegetables. And the chances of contaminate according to the research, the chances of contaminated with E. coli would be 18% high and 5% were contaminated with Campylobacter, which means that the side salads were tested would have 37% contaminated with raw meat bacteria. So what should you do? Instead of using just a dishcloth to wipe it off or just rinse the knife, all the kitchen utensils should be thoroughly scrubbed in the plenty of clean hot soapy water or just put it into a dishwasher, especially after you use them to prepare raw food.
Stainless steel is a form of steel basically having 10.5% chromium, resistant to rust oxidizing, giving up its natural hard property as steel. It would cause the steel to become rust resistant, meaning it would last a very long time, although it would not stay sharp. Furthermore, it is not brittle. Stainless steel knives often have a one-piece fully forged stainless steel blade and a molded handle for ease of use. Durability created in an ergonomic angle for maximum comfort, with 18-degree cutting edge and hollow grounded blade to reduce friction for less sticking cuts on raw materials. One of the main disadvantages of the stainless steel design are that due to the portion of it taken away to be replaced with chromium, it causes it to break easily and would not stay sharp for long, requiring sharpening very often. The blade of the knife should be at a precise 13-degree angle to be as sharp and as effective for cutting. Furthermore, with the hollow spaces on the surface of the knife, it is designed to keep the knife cutting smoothly. Also, with a rubber molded handle giving the user maximum grip in an angle, it is very easy to cut and comfortable as well. Finally, with the heavy blade design, it lets the user transfer pressure from the handle into the knife seamlessly, making the experience a lot easier. A ceramic knife is a knife made out of very hard and tough ceramic. These knives are usually produced by dry pressing zirconia powder and firing them through solid-state sintering. The resultant blade is sharpened by grinding the edges with a diamond dust-coated grinding wheel. This very hard edge rarely needs sharpening. Although a ceramic knife does not need regular sharpening in the same way as steel, its blade edge will eventually degrade or chip and lose its cutting edge, especially if not protected or stored carefully. In 1984, Kyocera was the first company in Japan to start manufacturing and selling kitchen knives with blades made out of fine ceramics, also known as advanced ceramics. Kyocera has built a strong base in advanced ceramics materials and processing technology in the semiconductor, electronics, and medical industries. This wealth of experience has led to the production of high-quality ceramic knives with high levels of strength and sharpness. Beneficial features which include extremely sharp blades that hold their edge for a very long time and will never rust, will not brown foods or alter flavors, the ergonomic and lightweight feel of the knives, and being able to easily clean due to the non-porous quality of advanced ceramics. Furthermore, over the years, Kyocera has been able to enhance its manufacturing technology and scale, allowing the knives to be sold at a more accessible price. Ceramic is certainly great for cutting juicy fruits or vegetables into thin slices, and its bonus that, unlike carbon steel, which leaves a nasty rusty taste on lemons and tomatoes, it is as non-corrosive as a pottery mug.
So overall, we think it's actually best to have both knives in our home, and because both knives has their pros and cons. The ceramic knife is tougher, harder, and sharper than the stainless steel knife. However, it's brittle and it can be broken easily if you drop it. Also, you can only cut through boneless materials such as fruits and vegetables. On the other hand, the stainless steel knife is very versatile. You can cut through anything with it. However, it's not as hard or not as sharp as the ceramic knife, and also you have to sharpen it once in a while. In addition, the stainless steel knife is also not as stain resistant as the ceramic knife.